good, squad? It's your girl Kaylee. I am the boss chick, and welcome to the corner. We back to business today on a music tip. And y'all know that's one of my favorites. That is my love. So we're gonna keep it simple and we're gonna get into our music bag tonight. But before we get into it, go ahead and hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let your girl know that you are in the corner with us this evening. Subscribe because you know you want to be here. All things boss. So with that said, I have a special guest entering the corner tonight. He's been following my music journey, my vlogger journey for a few years now, and I definitely appreciate all of his support. So y'all help me go ahead and welcome DeTrane into the fold. All right, all right.
How you doing?
What's good, sir? How are you this evening?
I'm good.
Awesome. So before we get started, I am glad you are able to join us. You've been a major support system when it comes to this creative musical journey. And you definitely have some good insights when it comes to music moves, especially the conversations that we have had regarding just
Right.
the overall independent, scene. So it's good to have, outsiders looking in to help along your journey. And we can get into some of that tonight with some of the music that we can take a listen to. But before we get into it, I like to do icebreakers for new faces, just to loosen up and get everybody loosened up and have a little fun at the same time. So, you ready for an icebreaker?
Whatever it is, I guess I'll do it.
All right, so this one we're gonna do a Christmas edition. Who got Christmas? I'm gonna name an artist, and you tell me yes or no. Would you listen to their Christmas album? You ready?
Yeah. Kind of scared.
Don't be. Okay,
All right.
so first up, Snoop Dogg. Chris.
Yeah.
Okay. Daniel Caesar.
Not familiar who it is.
R&B.
Well, yeah, R&B is all Christmas.
Okay. Maxwell.
Oh, I would have to say him too.
Okay. Well, I think this person definitely has Christmas down. Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah. She had like people say one time I saw in a documentary that her song she came out with I think in '96 was one of the
Hmm.
last traditional Christmas songs that was ever released.
She is definitely always in my Christmas playlist. What about 6ix9ine?
I don't think I. It would be interesting, but I don't think it would be good. You know, 6ix9ine.
Who knows? I don't think I
I
listen
mean,
to
I
it.
I just can't see him singing like Jingle Bells or Grandma got run over by a reindeer. It would be more like Grandma got run over by a AR or something.
Yeah.
But no, that's my answer. No.
Okay. What about a Flavor Flav?
Oh God. As long as he has the clock.
Time to open presents. Yeah, I can definitely hear him sneaking in some good old mommy. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Let's see. I can see him singing it, but I don't think I'd be listening to
No.
it. All right, what about Justin Bieber?
I could see it happening, but I wouldn't want it done.
Why? Okay, I'm curious. Why not?
Well, I was never a Justin Bieber fan. Like he has so much talent, he's
Yeah,
good, but
yeah.
it just doesn't really flow with me. He's more like I'm not a Swifty either. I like Taylor Swift, but I'm not a Swifty.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. All right. Ashanti.
a lot of these are yeses because the artists you're naming, I would actually be interested in seeing what they created for Christmas if they actually try.
And she actually does have a old Christmas album because she redid Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. She redid that one really good. So that was around maybe 2006. Definitely go check that one out. What about Tim?
It would be interesting.
That I think so too.
It would be interesting.
I actually got to see her live at the Essence Festival. Just her whole vibe and just putting a spin on it. I think it'll be nice. Okay, last one. Celine Dion.
Saw it on Disney about 25 years ago. Ain't gonna
Okay.
ain't gonna lie to you. My mom has a Celine Dion Christmas CD, so I would have to say yes, Celine Dion.
Okay. Good
Now,
deal. Good deal.
if you would have said like Sexy Red or something, that would be a no. So
We're gonna leave her where she is for right now. For right now. All right. Well, we are loosened up a little bit, so let's get into it. What is up? Q. Hey Q, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. So let's get into the next phase here. So music is definitely subjective, it's person by person, and I think it's all about passion for everybody in some kind of way, right? I think it's different levels to it. I would say I'm still beginner intermediate when it comes to attention to detail. I can sometimes tell other people a little bit better, more definite when it comes to project by project basis, and when it comes to me, I'm a little bit more indecisive. So in regards to me rebranding, I think you have a little bit of insight when it comes to like background. So before we get into the music reviews, let the people know who is DeTrane and where you from, what you do, where does your expertise come in handy?
okay. I started out in '98. Started writing in '97. Solo artist. I was in middle school. Uh, it's 26 years later. I'm still doing it. That's just like a minor part of it all. That was like for fun, but I started Baton Rouge Music Company in 2006, and we did like photography, video, promo, management, and graphics and stuff like that. And that kind of, I'd say about 4 or 5 years ago, I kind of got out of it. But our biggest focus. Oh, I'm from Baton Rouge, Jigga City. Uh,
Okay.
our biggest focus right now is the Diamonds in the Dirt movement. It's a documentary based on the history of Baton Rouge rap and hip hop. We released Diamonds 1 2 years ago, I think February of 22, and Diamonds 2 is coming out February 2024. And
Okay.
that's just our biggest thing right now. It's can I plug it real quick?
Go right ahead.
All right, Diamonds 1 is on Amazon Prime Video. It's on Tubi for free, Apple TV Plus, and Roku. And the recap is on Amazon Prime, Tubi for free, and Freewee, whatever that is.
Freebie. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But that's just a little something. I tried to make it quick.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I like that documentary style. So transitioning from just solely creative in the music sector, you're also getting behind the scenes and giving history as well. So
Yeah.
with your overall mission with the company, how did it come about? Like other than the mixtapes in '98, when did you realize this is what you wanted to do?
Uh, honestly, when Warren G Funk era came out, and then Bone Thugs and Harmony, Creep Up We
Okay.
Crap, and then East 1999 with the Tupac and Biggie, I was pretty much sold. And then when Eminem came along, it was over. It was like, I can do this. We're gonna make this happen. May not
Awesome.
be as good or great, but it doesn't matter as long as you have fun doing what you do at the end of the day.
Again, passion,
Yeah,
and okay. Q got a good question. He said, "Is the music vibe in Baton Rouge much different than New Orleans?"
way different. like New Orleans has its own bounce sound, all that ass shaking type music with the
Yeah.
different instruments. Like the instruments used in New Orleans traditional rap is different from the Baton Rouge sounds. Like you can go buy a sound pack of just Baton Rouge sounds, and you can buy a sound pack of just New Orleans sounds. So it
Mm-hmm.
very different. They call New Orleans Chopper City, and they call Baton Rouge Jigga City because they always got the guns and we always got the good stuff. So you know, it is just a big difference. We're only about 100 miles apart, but it's a whole different world.
Definitely, definitely. So moving forward with your company, I'm a big, again, vision, mission, purpose person. So what is your why? Like, and what type of people do you set out to work with?
Oh God. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I started out with the company in '06, we were I was around a lot of drugs all the time. So I started out with the drug heads and the artists. But like I said in my Diamonds interview, like everywhere you went, they had drugs, like studios, houses,
Right.
clubs. So you were around it all the time, and it was really hard to say no. But at the same time, the people you were working with were making hits. So it was kind of like, do I want to just leave and not because of the drugs, or do I want to help? And it just caught a few bad habits. But
Mm-hmm.
as time went over, I phased out of that. And, like I went from wearing, like all that wannabe, not wannabe, but just I had a long jeans and, and all this kind of stuff. But now it's like polo shirt or something like that. And it's changed a lot.
Okay, so image, brand, and why it matters.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible for a person who is opposite of all of it to still exist within the setting?
Yeah. Cause, back, I would bring my people. Okay. We had most of the clubs in North BR were black clubs, and I would integrate my white friends
Hmm.
into the black clubs. And even for example, some white clubs didn't want to allow black artists to play,
Mm.
but when we through our show and put them as a featured artist and they saw how they acted, they invited them back for shows of their own, you know.
Okay,
So you could really blend the crowds, but after out in Sterling and all of that, eh, it's it's not what it used to be.
gotcha,
It's
gotcha.
not what it used to be. I mean, I had a death threat on Instagram from this dude because I said I was going to stop by his show.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, to show love and you know,
Nah, it's all love this way, and I extend an open arm to everybody who wants. My nature is peaceful. My surroundings are peaceful. The people that I would like to collaborate with are peaceful, and I want to keep that over here.
that's definitely a good vibe.
Yeah. So
Definitely a good vibe.
So staying within the realm of in our music bag, and how long you have been into your music bag. What defines success for you, and how will you continue to get deeper in that music bag?
Success for me is easy. I mean, not easy to do, but it's easy to answer. It's I write my music to help the next man. I don't write for the money, cars, clothes, hoes, or whatever. I like to rap about life. I call it reality rap. If I can help somebody relate to a problem or maybe help them solve a problem with my lyrics, then I was successful. You know,
Gotcha.
not if I make $1 million or get 100,000 Spotify streams. Those are just numbers. But if I physically or mentally, emotionally hit somebody and help them, that's what that's what tickles me. You
Oh, that's definitely a part of my why. I always say if my purpose is really to use my talents to help others see their vision. So
Yes.
if I've helped at least one person, I've done my job. So
Oh
I
yeah.
I definitely get it. I definitely get it. Huh?
Definitely.
All right, all right. So, who are you listening to these days?
Oh God, who am I listening to these
Yeah,
days? Well, Serge Turkan. I've been listening to a bunch of him in the System of a Down. But as far as uh, I don't even know really. It's not really like it's just random. Whatever my YouTube puts on, like I said, System of a Down. I was listening to that DMX song, Preaching. The
yeah.
one, it's just whatever it throws at me. I mean, it had Aqua, Barbie doll, popped on
Oh,
there one
oh
time.
wow.
Yeah. So, but I'm different when it comes to listening to music
Yeah,
than I am like recording music. Like I can record rap all day, but I can go a week without even listening to rap music. It's just
yeah.
I'm really big on 90s pop,
Okay. Who was
because
some of your favorite artists?
oh god, like I mean, we had so many like rock wise. You had Nirvana, you had Papa Roach, and you had Smashing Pumpkins, and then like yeah, like your
Early
Ace.
2000s Evanescence. That was
Oh
me.
yeah, yeah. I was 6 in 1990, and I was 16 in 2000. So my childhood was literally the 90s.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but
that was all Whitney Houston, TLC,
yeah,
all of
it
those.
was a good time to, you know, it was a good time for music.
Definitely, definitely.
But yeah,
I don't know if I really just tune into. It's been a minute since I've actually just got in my car and turned on the radio to see what they're playing. I normally keep it off and I'll turn my Apple Music on. And you know how they have the feature where it'll show you the songs that you listen to the most. And I'm
yeah,
always back in the early 2000s or
right.
2 years past. So I get a little bit of Janae Aiko, Jennifer Hudson, Fantasia. She is my favorite. So that last album that she did, that's definitely my favorite. Every now and then I get into like the new R&B and just kind of vibe with it. But most of my stuff is old or older or motivational because I like Molly
Right.
music as well. From the Christian rap, I like Uncle Reese. So it'll be all over the place, like you said. Sometimes I'll just do a little shuffle, and I got some pop, I got some rock, some of everything,
Yeah.
some of everything.
It sounds like a good variety of music.
Yeah, yeah. So getting into uh the trends of today, I see mute like a lot of people say we've lost the essence of like R&B and we've lost the essence of rap. Do you think that's true?
I'm not too impressed with a lot of the new stuff. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, like the mumble rap, and then
Yeah.
just the negativity of it all. It's. I feel like not disrespecting anybody. It's just the topic choice and
Mm-hmm.
you know the drugs, and I mean we've all done stuff in life that we didn't do, but I don't look to make money off of promoting drugs and getting kids high, and you know
Right.
so I would have to say not really, but they still have the good stuff.
Okay.
but
Okay.
but I just feel like as far as everybody can get a microphone now.
Yeah, and everybody could promote. Like I was taking a class a couple years ago, and we started talking about how TikTok that made has made a lot of songs famous, or they create a certain trend behind it where it spikes the numbers on Spotify and Apple and other music platforms because of the repetitiveness or the challenges that they
Right.
create. With that, I can also put that hand in hand with who's trying to portray a certain gimmick at the moment. So I want to get into that. That there's I think it's a thin line between what some of these artists call their real music, their true music versus a gimmick. So I'm gonna call out a few artist names, and you tell me if they're real or do you think they are just working behind a gimmick.
Are you trying to get me killed?
Nah, none of that.
All right, all right. Let,
This is
come
just
on,
opinions, y'all. No facts. Just opinions. No facts.
let's roll the dice.
All right. Little baby.
He's actually one of the ones I have not really heard before because I tried to not stay away from him, but
Mm-hmm.
just not my generation. So I
Oh,
couldn't. I I mean, he has a strong hustle. He has a
mm-hmm.
good following.
Yeah,
Can't really say anything about his music because I'm not familiar with his lyrics. But
definitely.
I mean, he has a good hustle going on.
Check him out. He would actually be one of the ones I would say is real.
Yeah,
Simply because of the topic choice, and he's able to kind of teeter totter between like old school moral and new school of how to grab them in. And seeing how he moves in the industry, a lot of times he looks like he has social anxiety. Like I am tired of people, and so I don't know if I would see him out here just trying to be seen just because.
yeah.
And that's just my opinion.
I had his potato chips because he has a flavor
Yeah,
Rap Snacks, and they sell it at the gas station by my
yeah.
house. And he has a good flavor. I think it was like sour cream
Cream and
and cheese or cheddar or
yep,
something.
yep.
But yeah, so
Me and my
I
coworker was
would
looking
say
for that the
go.
other day.
Yeah, it's good. But I would, from what I know about him, I would say not a gimmick.
Okay, okay. Logic.
You're I don't listen to mainstream music. That's the problem.
He
I've been
he started
underground my whole life.
he started there. He started there.
Not familiar with him.
Okay, definitely check him out. He's a lyricist. I would say he's a real one.
Okay.
He's a real one. He made a song about depression and like depression medicine. So so
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm sorry. I grew up my whole life listening to local Baton Rouge music, the throwbacks and stuff. So in old school, but I haven't really ventured out to the mainstream of modern
yeah,
day. You
yeah.
know,
Some
I'm
of them
just
are moving their way because of distribution deals and still
right.
trying to keep their independence at the same time. I've been trying to teach that to some of my students as well.
And there's so many of them coming out now. A lot of them are like 16 and 17, and it's just so
Yeah,
hard. It's so hard to keep track of everybody, you know?
definitely, definitely. Now I know you heard of this next one, City Girls.
Yes. Uh, honestly, the the whole name itself sounds attractive,
Mhm.
because people are like, "Oh, it's City Girls," but I would have to say not a gimmick.
Not a gimmick. Mm, I think I disagree.
Hold on one second.
Okay. Uh,
I'm gonna pull them up real quick because
oh, which one? Logic.
City Girls.
Okay.
Yeah, because like they had City.
Uh-oh. Where did we go? I think we lost them for a second, y'all. Bear with us. But I'm gonna say the reason why I say City Girls love their fun vibe, but they came out with the whole flued out. I think that was my first notice of knowing who they were. And when Homegirl said she was finna get flued out, I think she knew on purpose that she said that, and just that went viral. It went viral. So it's a lot of stuff that goes viral, to overshadow certain things, and it's definitely gimmick behind it. Not saying that the hustle is the hustle, but the gimmick behind it definitely, definitely. Um, Next on my list was Blueface. Total gimmick. That whole name three songs of mine with Funny Marco. We really can't name more than more than Tatiana. I know I can't. and everything else has been about your personal drama just to keep you in the eyes of the public. It's been, you know, it's been gimmick. Um, 6ix9ine. I know it's a lot of the younger generation that might like him, but his whole rants and you know snitching and all of that gimmick, gimmick. Because if it's about the music, it's about the music. I got Fantasia. Somebody mentioned Fantasia. That's real. It's been real testimony. She's the epitome of testimony. Real. Um, Lucky Day. Got Lucky Day. Uh, I'm gonna say real on that one too. I don't hear too much about them, and then when I hear releases of the music is solid. Um, who's next? Giveon. Is that how we pronounce his name? Y'all give me the phonetic spelling of that if y'all know how to pronounce his name. But I think he is real. I know he went viral for one of his live performances, and some people were saying that it was trash live. But I think he's talented. I think he is, and I think it's real. The topics are definitely real. Um, when it comes to relationship things, we know how sad and how deep they can go sometimes. So it's good to have a male spin on it. Um, let's see. DeTrane, your devices are not connected. So we're waiting that he get back on to see about the next few. But y'all drop a yellow heart below if y'all are here at the moment. Let's see, who should I go back to? Let's say Fantasia. Drop a yellow heart if you believe that she is real, and drop a purple heart if you think it's a gimmick. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Also, I said we was gonna bring her back up. So now, Sexy Red, gimmick or real? Uh, I just think that's full blown gimmick. I I'm gonna leave it. I just think it's full blown gimmick. Big Frida, I would definitely say real. That's the essence of Louisiana, New Orleans history, New Orleans just overall vibe and culture is real, and testimony as well. Um, and last, Jack Harlow. I don't know too much about him, but his songs have gone viral, and he has been out here real chill. I would say real until he not real. So we shall see. All right, y'all. So we about to get into it. Music review. All right. Let's see what we got. What we got. And if y'all got any music that y'all want reviewed, go ahead and shoot me an email at the email address that's about to scroll at the bottom of the screen. That's kaileeant@gmail.com. That's KAILEA.BAENT@gmail.com. Shoot me an MP3 if you want it reviewed at any point in time. If you want to be a guest, you could definitely do that. Just send me a request. Send me an email requesting, and I'll definitely send out notices for season 4 because we wrapping up season 3 soon. But definitely, if you want to suggest a topic, you could send an email there as well. Send an email there as well. So give them a few more seconds to get back in so that we can get into this music review. How y'all feeling today, this evening? Are y'all in the Christmas spirit? What's in your Christmas music playlist? Drop those comments below as well. One of my favorites is Merry Christmas Baby by Otis Redding. I got to play it. I must play it. Whenever it comes on, I must play it. But definitely. Yo, there we
Dang.
go. There we go. There we go.
Sorry about that. My
Not a problem.
browser, my browser closed and I couldn't figure it out.
I thought so. I thought so.
Yeah.
So I just went down my list of real and gimmick real quick for 'em. So I'll throw you the last three.
Oh my
Um,
God, 3.
Sexy Red, real or gimmick.
That's a gimmick. That
Yes.
that that's. I mean, no disrespect to her, but it's just not cool. It's just not cool. Like if I had a daughter, that's the last person I would want my daughter to be like.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. My 7-year-old came up to me like 2 years ago, and he's like, "Dad, you ever heard of NBA YoungBoy?" I'm like, "Where the hell did I go wrong?" You know. So sexy red gimmick.
Yeah, I said so too. I To be honest, I really don't think that's her real demeanor, and of course they probably slapped that on her and they running with it. What about Big Frida?
I always like Big Frida.
So do I. I think it's that's real. That's culture. That's It's a testimony.
Yeah,
All of the above. It's fun. It's pure. It's fun. I mean, some people, it may not be for everybody, but it's fun.
kind of like
Fun energy.
the Tyler Perry of music.
Okay,
You know,
okay. Yeah.
I mean, because
Definitely
Tyler had the
trendsetter.
yeah,
Definitely, yeah. Okay. And last, Jack Harlow.
Oh my god! I first time I heard about Jack Harlow, I saw a video from him in his little white northern style sweater and all of this, and I was like, "What is this?" And then I was because it just kind of amazed me. I was like, "Who is this guy?" And then I was like, "Oh, he probably only has like 200 views or something." And I looked down and he's at 70 million.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where have I been? Like, but
Mm-hmm.
dude has supreme talent. Like
Does.
his wordplay is really good. But yeah, I didn't hear about him until he popped up on my YouTube, and I asked a friend of mine about him, and she's like, yeah, he came in concert here 2 weeks ago, and she lives in Maine, and I was like, oh, okay. So I would
Oh,
have to say, not a gimmick.
okay. Not a gimmick. I say
Definitely
I
not a gimmick.
I wouldn't say gimmick. I would say real until he ain't real. So we'll see. We'll see how
Right.
that go. I think
Everybody
it
has
may
their
be
own time.
strategic in little small things, especially with who they place him with feature wise. And then I see he's bringing back the mullet. He's bringing back
You'd be surprised what
the
what people are bringing back these days.
okay. It like as my mom says, everything comes back at some point.
Yeah, I mean, history repeats itself.
So definitely. So I've noticed like with TikTok trends and new music, and again talking to some of my younger people that surround me, you'll be surprised at some of the songs that they start singing, not realizing that the song has been created before. And I get to tell them like, yeah, that came from the 70s, that came from the 80s,
Oh well,
and
yeah.
they'll swear up and down, no, this is new.
Sad but true.
So how do you feel about sampling?
I mean, sampling's cool. Like as long okay, as long as it sounds decent and has a good vibe to it. Like I've heard so many people sample music, which I mean, it sounded horrible the way they sampled it. But if you sample it correctly, I don't really have a problem with it because it kind of adds an old school vibe to the song,
Mm-hmm.
but don't destroy the sample. You know,
Exactly.
don't don't destroy it because some of our you think about it, even samples can go as deep as just the sounds of instruments,
Mm-hmm.
l- let alone you can sample a melody from an old song and turn it into something new easily, and nobody
Definitely.
would and nobody would really think about it, but they would have that one person like you who would figure it out instantly.
Yep. So my advice is before you start using it, get permission. You don't want to be like Robin Thicke using something that was not given permission to you and having to pay out several $1 million for using said sample. So make sure y'all get the appropriate paperwork on whatever you create that you feel like it's gonna do what it's gonna do.
It'll be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
As they say,
Definitely.
it'll pay off in the future.
Yeah, and I just feel like if I'm paying homage to something, I want the blessing from whoever who inspired me to do it, and I don't want to say like it was mine, like I created this out of thin air.
Right, always got to give credit where credit's due.
Definitely, definitely.
So
So we won't hold y'all too long. We'll get into some of these reviews. It's review time. So I'll bring in the first track that we have. Let me make sure I got the name of it correct. Um, Still Winning by Certified 30K. Let's get into it.
all right, let's see what we got.
You the reason I've been stressing. I've been going through some things, I ain't trying to miss out my blessing. Been so caught up with some pain, like it's pain to really teach you a lesson. No, I ain't perfect, I done did some shit, I can admit that's the reason why I'm out here stepping. Try 6 first quarter, first fourth quarter crush. Yeah, I'm a real deal stepper. How you bitch claim you wouldn't, but still try to treat me like nothing. Keep a cold heart to what I had to teach myself. They don't wanna see you win, people hate you at your best. I can't lie, man, this shit's a mess, but I'm still winning. Lord knows I'm still gon' go and get it for real, nigga. Shit, that's just me. I cannot change. I was sleeping on the street, felt a lot of Lord. They felt the pain in my eye. Lord knows I pray, search for the love. You say you have, but I ain't see it. Either way, niggas known for having and being fake. How you go against the brain, try to speak again, but you don't. You know not to even
I like that.
Okay, okay. Let's get
Has
into it. What aspects do you like?
I just like from what I heard of it, I would have to say the wordplay about what he's been through and the struggle and what he's doing differently, but at the
That's
end of the
correct. It's a
day,
she. It's a
oh
she. It's a she.
I'm tripping, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
But she's still winning, and that's the thing that I like. You go through struggles, you don't give up, and in the end, you're still winning. So that sold me instantly, and it's a good delivery. So I would have to say yes, I like that one.
Okay, okay. Dope. So I definitely I'm a fan of the underdog. So this song says, I'm spilling out my truth, and I still got more to do. I'm winning in the process, but I can still hear the hunger inside of it. So the structure, and I understand that this is a freestyle and certified 30K. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a freestyle, so of course is I'm spilling out my heart. So the structure is built upon what I'm feeling in the moment, what I'm going through in the moment. And it builds nicely. The melody is nice, and I think it coincides with what it is. I definitely like to see this turned into a full song, and me and her we've discussed like the structuring of it. So I'm interested in seeing what the official hook would be. So we'll definitely get into that. And when it's finished, I'll bring it back to the platform.
I liked what you had said was, she's still hungry,
Yeah,
and you can never get too full. You're always hungry for something, and
definitely.
that goes with ambition, kind of. You
My
know,
favorite word.
yep.
All right, all right. Thank you, certified 30K. Thank you. So moving on to the next, we have, I think it's called the mop shuffle.
Everybody on your feet, let's do the mop shuffle. Hey, let's do the mop shuffle. Everybody on your feet, let's do the mop shuffle. Hey, let's do the mop shuffle. Everybody on your feet, let's do the mop shuffle. Hey, let's do the mop shuffle. Everybody on your feet, let's do the mop shuffle. Hey, we gon' mop to the right. To get the dirt off the floor. Yes, sir, we gon' mop to the left. Hey, then take it down low. Hey, I get fancy with it. Do the one hand push. Get fancy with it. Do the one hand push. Get fancy with it. Do the one hand push. Get fancy with it. Do the one hand push. We gon' mop to the left. To get the dirt off the floor. Yes, man, we gon' mop to the right. Hey, then take it down low. Hey, get fancy with it. Do the one hand push. Get fancy with it. Do the one hand push. Get fancy with it. Do the one hand push. Get fancy with it. Do the one hand push.
Okay. The Mop Shuffle by Demario Scott Jr. available on Spotify and Apple Music as we speak. DeTrane, what we think?
I like that because it was really catchy, but it kind of had like the lyric game kind of had like a LMAO group type
Okay.
party like a rock star, and
Yeah,
the other thing, like it was good and catchy, like
definitely.
kind of got a little vibe at the beginning of maybe some like New York type vibe with but I
Okay.
but I
I, I
really
can
like.
I can
Huh?
kind of relate that to like chicken noodle soup. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
like it's really catchy, and the lyrics are just like very kind of simple, but they're so simple they're awesome. You
Okay.
know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
just
It definitely gives me like family cookout vibes. So like
oh
in the
yeah,
same instance of Cupid Shuffle and Wobble. So I would definitely like to hear the extended version. This one was a little bit repetitive once I got into the entire song, but I would like to see the variations, just like Cupid Shuffle. He talked differently in the second verse than in the first verse. So give it a
right.
little bit more distinction in that area, but it's definitely catchy across the board. I would love to see it turn into a TikTok and see what kind of dance moves we get from it, because I don't think I've seen a dance move for it yet.
Oh yeah, I was just about to ask you about that, but you beat me
Mhm.
to it.
I want to see a one hand shuffle, one hand fancy shuffle. I do.
Sounds interesting.
All right, good one, Demario. Good one.
I
All
like
right,
that.
who we got next? Let's see.
Look, too much. I'm strictly look, but don't touch. But since
Sonny
it's
the
your
Boy.
bitch, I'ma make an exception and put this dick all in the gut. Plenty of enemies, can't stand being alone. See why they huddling up. I got them questioning how in the fuck he take all of them L's and still doubling up. I make my demons bow down to me, and that's God for forgiveness. See, there's two things that I'm doing. Wearing a mask and ain't leaving no witness. I piss in your cup and shit on your plate if you ever think that I play. Play pussy, get fucked. I give you 3 pumps, take the dick out and nut in your face. Niggas that lose their life for a rollie. I guess he had time today. So the homie out for parole. Well, that's what the paperwork say. A bitch be mad as fuck, she can't control me. Cause I ain't the type to chase unless it's a bag of money. Told her lick and honey. It's easy to how you replace. You think you got power with that big ass. Pussy get wet, make a bitch splash. She give a nigga neck, give a whiplash. See the neighborhood hoe got a clear pass. Nigga couldn't see me through a clear glass. And they big mad, look. And I'm big lass with a big mag for your bitch ass. And this hoe to spy on me, she ain't left in years. If she think I'm switching sides on her, fill her face with tears. Yeah, I step with a lean on me, I don't need no pill. And then I pop the scene on them just to show those motherfucking niggas that your bitch love a nigga for the thrill.
All right, and that's Mr. Sonny Lavoy. If I'm not mistaken, that one is called Too Much. It was off his last project. But what would you think?
I like that one too. It was like, you know how we have real music and stuff like that. That was like a whole different level of real music. You know, it was just a whole different level of it. Like it still had that little kind of like gangsta feel to it, but it was real at the same time.
Definitely.
It wasn't the fake gangsta. It was like the real vibe mixed in with real stories, and you know, like the wordplay was good. And I would give that one 2 thumbs up for sure, just because I like reality music. So
indeed, and he's been on the show before, and we talked about this. Sometimes he feels like he doesn't fit into the category of like the gangster rappers, but he's been around, you know, the gangsters and lived the life, but he likes to tell his stories and his truth. And this is definitely a testimony of, you know, some things he ain't been through.
Right. So. I mean, you can have gangster music and not be a gangster.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, it's just how you want to take the lyrics to them, you know?
Indeed.
So.
Awesome. So you sent me one. You sent me a couple, but I chose one.
Oh God.
I'm trying to see which one. Don't say it like that. I'm trying to see which one did I choose. I think it was Legendary Status. So.
Oh yeah, I like that one. And here's hold on, where's my camera at? Here's the recent CD right here. So
okay.
Hey, this is Pretty Girl, and you're listening to a Baton Rouge Music Company exclusive.
Chicken and watermelon DJ, your boy Earl in the building. DeTrane been in the streets a long time. Triple OG, turn it up, let's go.
Hundreds of tracks, 20 releases, worked with dozens of artists in the city. Legendary Status, shout out SCC, Matt Keefe and B-Rock for giving me my start. Legendary Status, white boy train, 25 deep, was lost in the game. Spit many verses, drop many discs. Rest in peace, pretty girl, always will be missed. Legendary Status, white boy train, 25 deep, was lost in the game. Spit many verses, drop many discs. Rest in peace, a pretty girl, always will be missed. Started with a stick mic, got it $10. Every other word was ish or motherfunk. Listen to what's up, was a kid with a dream. Matt Keith, Brock Davis gave me all I needed. Never was conceited, had faith up in my skills.
Okay. So this is new, or when was this recorded?
That was for Respect My Legendary album, and that came out earlier this year, probably like the spring.
Okay,
you know, I try. Like I have 27 releases since '98, and recently, like in the past 4 years, when I started recording at my house and then mixing it myself and mastering myself, and just every day I would record music, and I would like write the music at night, go to bed, record it the next day, write another one that night, record it the next day, and I was just putting out album after album. But that was from the one that came out earlier this year.
Okay.
Shout out Earl.
Hey, definitely great combo, and I see it pays homage to like the early 2000s, because I was thinking of flows that came from like Luda and T.I. and Soulja Boy, like style wise. So
Yeah.
you still stay true to your roots and where you started from. Do you what do you notice about your growth from when you first began until now?
I'm actually after we get off a stream, I'm gonna send you some 2000 music. But it my voice was weaker in my delivery. My lyrics were totally like not true. Uh,
Okay.
you know, like one of my songs was like
Honest?
honest because like one of my songs was like born in the fifth bitch, raised in the hood, and
Oh wow.
I've been middle class my whole life. So it just it was whatever I was hearing at the time. I was parroting in my own little way, but that only
Okay.
lasted about a year or two until I got my my stuff right.
Gotcha.
But as it grew on, it had the drug phase. We already talked about that. And then after that phase, it just really all started to focus on life. It went
Gotcha.
from crazy to drugs to real stuff, and I'll go back and make a jig song or two here and there, but I feel like my main calling is just reality.
Gotcha.
I've
Gotcha.
caused too much trouble in my life.
Listen, that could be testimony. That could be, give a little guidance in life to the next. Use it for good. Use it for good. So I was thinking about my journey as well. I can do a little bit of both. But my roots is R&B, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, what have you done?" And I was just telling Jasper on my last episode. I'll never say I'm like the best, but I'm proud of the growth that I've made. I went back and found one of my older songs from I think it was around 2011, 2012 versus now. So we're gonna get into a little bit of Miss K versus
Is
the
it from
new.
Miss
It's
K's vision?
Yeah, so that's Love in the Air, Miss K era. Uh Drop a Purple Heart if you think I need to re-record that. If I need to bring that back.
That was a good song. I like it. It just has a good flow to it. Like you can just sit there and listen to it,
Yeah.
and I'm a little familiar with your like 2012, 2011,
Yeah.
2010, and you had a good sound then. Like keep singing. I tried singing in the studio one time, and two of my friends pulled me out of the booth. So
Not
I
pulled
can't
you
carry it.
out.
Yeah, I know, poor baby. But just keep doing it because it sounds good.
Thank you. I can definitely tell you at that point in time I wasn't sure. I was just trying to find who I am, but I can definitely go back and listen and tell where I screwed up at and versus now and how I am developing who I am as Kaylee. So let's bring it to a newer version. Let's see.
Uh,
From the latest project, I proceed.
If you rockin', I'm rollin'. Where you go, I am going. My heart, you want it. If you want it, I am for it. If you rockin', I'm rollin'. That theory's already proven. And you know it. This love is never folding. Funny how I get butterflies every time I see you smile. You would think after all these years I'd be used to this by now. But every day is like the first day when you swung my way. Never knew I want someone this much to care if they would stay. If you rockin', I'm rollin'. Where you go, I am going. My heart, you want it. If you want it, I am for it.
I like the high hits. That's
Yeah.
just a little quick.
Yeah.
That's like my soft spot.
Okay, percussion is your thing, mine too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can definitely see the growth between the two. The first one, timid, real shy, trying to figure out my soprano, doing good and well. That's probably probably was not my range. And now being able to get into it with my vocal trainer and her trying to get me into my lower register and things like that, I feel more confident. So I can definitely tell the difference.
Would it be safe to say you've always been serious, but now you're in like the most serious stage of them all?
Definitely.
You know.
I'm in my bag. I'm in my music bag. I am. I've learned a lot as far as the legalities of it, like just trying to get things in order before I go out and do it. I've seen so many people that I've done music with, like constantly putting things out, but on the back end, they're not securing how they monitor their success in number terms or monitor even their advertising. Like I'm pushing it out, but who's actually listening? As a brand manager, I know how detrimental it is to understand or not understand what your target audience is. Like I can put out a bunch of music all day, but who am I really presenting this to and why?
Right. I mean, if most of your people are in their like 60s and 70s or 50s and 60s, you know, compared to 28 to 36, you're not going to you're just wasting money.
Exactly.
So so targeting is very important.
Yeah, I definitely promote understanding, who you are, who you're targeting, so that you get the most for whatever you're spending in your budget until you get that idea of success that you really want,
right,
monetarily. So that's that on that. Definitely have grown. So for you, do you see yourself putting out any more new music?
I haven't recorded in 3 months. I don't really have the urge to. Not really saying it's kind of like not, my heart's not there right now, but it's not really that. I have so much recorded. I don't really need anything new at the moment. But I do have a plan for another CD, and it's going to probably be a 2024 CD. I got like 7 songs done for it, but I'm just kind of like adding to it here and there and all of that. But this will be the Manifesto Tape 3. But not right now. Right now I'm just chilling.
Okay.
I just put out this new one, so kind of pushing that a little bit, just relaxing.
Okay.
Holiday season.
So if you plan to work with any other new artists, what is it that you will be providing for them? What would be an ideal package for newcomers?
There's artists, like I really quit doing promo for people that ask me unless if they're in my circle, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And but my main thing is if I see good music, I'll promote it. I don't care if I don't know who the hell you are. I'm still going to interact with you and be like, hey, look, can I do so and so and so and so? Because there's like the 17-year-old artist in Wisconsin I told you about the other night, and he has some really good music. My friend's son introduced me to him because they're like school friends or something. But his
Yeah.
music is just so good. He's been rapping 5 years since he was 12. And honestly, his music sounds like it's from an older person, you know,
Okay.
just the sound of the verse and all that. But what I would do for them is, you know, as far as promotion, I've always done the Facebook thing, just basic, you know, the groups, the walls, the tags, the messages, just focus on getting them to my people first because my people, they love anything I send to them. And, you know, we got 5,000 followers on our Facebook page. So uh, it's a good following, but I just want the good music to be heard. You know, like we did a open mic night one time and it was called Just Want to Be Heard.
Oh,
And
I like that.
yeah, I just want to be heard. And that's the thing. Being heard is hard these days. And especially if you have the good music, because the good music isn't really what sells nowadays. What sells nowadays is, you know, all the stinky
Everything
leg type stuff.
toxic.
Yeah. But you just got to strive and you know, don't give up. I could have given up, you could have given up, but you know, we're stronger than that, you know.
Definitely, definitely. So if and that's real about him, y'all. So if he loves your music, he's definitely gonna help try to get it out there. So if you have learned anything from me as far as gaining a team, gathering a team, you might want to add DeTrane to your team.
let, let me just say one more thing, like BRMC, we had citywide compilations. We had I think 16 of them, but we were trying to do two a year. There was so much music coming out in Baton Rouge from like 2006 to 2010, 2012. We were putting out like our people's music on hard copy CDs and
Mm.
distributing them. But it was just the hottest sounds of the city because everybody, you know, nobody had to pay for anything. I just put my people on and we put the CDs out, you know, some hard copies, some dat piff, a lot of burn copies. So that's one thing that I believed in unity because like the motto for my company is your goal is our goal. Let's make it
Mm.
happen. So, you know, it's all about working together and bringing everybody together, you know, try to keep the peace, you know.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was taught by some really good people like Matt Keefe when I was growing up. They took me under their wing and just taught me all the ropes. You know, they've been in it since the early 90s. So if it wasn't for them and the two general business courses I took in high school, you know,
Definitely, definitely. Knowledge is power, and then having strong mentors is another. So
and just don't give
definitely,
up on yourself.
definitely have that belief. If you don't believe in yourself, how can somebody else?
That
So
that's true. That's like a little warning to artists. If another artist tells you he's going to put you on and he's not on yet, he's probably not going to put you on. I've seen
yeah.
that happen so much before where he's like, oh, he's going to put me on. He's going to put me on. 5 years later, never happened. You know, just be careful who you talk to and don't sign a dotted line until you have some official knowledge about what you're signing.
So in other words, if they ain't in their music bag, don't expect them to put you in your music bag. All right.
It's funny. You have a music bag, but I have a problem box. That's what that's what I reach into to write a song. I dig in my problem box. So
That too. I mean, you gotta
yeah,
solve it some way.
yep.
But that's what's up. I appreciate you for coming on tonight, giving your insight on these artists and just giving us an update of who you are and what you do. In the meantime, let the people know where they can find you on their page so they can network with you if they have
Uh,
something to
all right.
have you listen to.
The websites are for my music on YouTube. It would be DeTranemusic.com, DeTrane music.com. My little streaming little web thing would be dwallondetube.com. That's DE instead of DA. DWall on DTube. And if you want to check on Facebook, this is probably the easiest way to reach me. Go to teambrmc.com, and that goes to our Facebook company page. We got BRMC TV. I mean, too many letters. BRMCTV.com. And if you look at the videos in chronological order, starting at the bottom, it's really a history of the company. It's literally 16-year, 17-year-old videos. So you see us from the bottom all the way to the top and how we changed over the years. So, but those are the basic sites. It would be cool if we did this again sometime. I'm always down.
Definitely. I will definitely let you know when season 4 dates drop. And once I get everything situated, you are always welcome here. If you have something new that you want to promote, definitely hit me up and let me know so that I can schedule.
Yeah.
Same.
I was just going to say, now I got the hang of it, So now that I got a hang of it, got the jitters out, let's do it.
Not a problem. Yeah. I got my computer back temporarily because I was telling them last week, last episode, that I was having technical issues. So I was using my mom's computer the last 2 episodes, but I finally got a new charger for my MacBook, and it's pretty calm for right now. And then we had a few technical issues before we got on this episode, but we're back rolling now. We're back rolling.
We figured it. We definitely figured it out. I was a newbie.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't even know where I'm live at. Am I live on Facebook?
At Facebook and YouTube.
Okay, I didn't see. That's
simultaneously. Yep.
Yeah, I stream on Kick. That's the if you ever want to set up a Kick account, or a Twitch, just I can point you in the right direction on that.
Cool beans.
So expand your horizon.
Not a problem.
Well, right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm about to go eat dinner.
Well, eat up. And anybody else who wants to send a topic or want to become a guest, have some music you want reviewed, hit that email that's scrolling on the screen below. That's klee.baent@gmail.com. And y'all know what it is. Keep it bossy. Keep it saucy. And don't forget to tell your girl how you bossing.
All right.